What's up, fam? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Welcome to the show. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is that you're watching us right now, part of the country that you're listening and watching. Kenya Brown, producer of the show. How you living? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm good, man. So we got one here. It's gonna be touchy. Want to get your take on it at 888-409-0931, 888-409-0931, and 578-0931. The Sam Suk Show. Man, come on, King. Let's go with this one.
Okay. Dear Sam, I want to leave my husband and the father of my 2 kids. We were separated for 5 months, and I moved back in together. I thought it was going to be better this time, but it wasn't. Time for us to move on apart. My question is, how do I overcome my fear of taking him to court for child support? Once I move, I will financially struggle. I'm not worried for myself, but I'm feeling terrible for my kids. I do not want them to go without. I work and go to school. His point of view is he'll get the kids whatever they need, but he doesn't want to have a set child support, especially since splitting up is my idea. How do I help him see from my point of view and vice versa? I can't fight anymore. I'm ready to permanently change my life.
Oh, wow. What's up, fam? How y'all doing? You all know how I feel about court and child support, not just because I'm a man.
That's why.
But because I know the system don't care about the babies.
Sure.
The system only want that money. You never go to jail because your kid didn't eat. You go to jail because you're in contempt of court, and they want their money, they want their percentage. However, I also don't like men who abandon their kids and just expect the mom to carry the load on her own. I think it's totally unfair. You all had those kids together. And how can you walk the earth and not take care of a person that looks like you and not have a conversation with them, not make sure that they're good, and then you still feel proud about yourself? I would feel like stuff. Because this person, this is my flesh and my blood. And then when you see a mother have to struggle to make ends meet, to take care of the child that you all created together. So I feel some type of way. Reading this, and so, yeah, look at Barbara, like, file that support. In each situation, I think is different. And the part of this letter, before we read everyone comments, please comment and please feel free to call 888-409-0931, is when he says that he will give the kid, what he said, he said, I give the kids something when they need something, because since this is something that you want to do, is that whenever they need something, don't do the child support. Don't have a set payment. Is that what he's saying?
Right.
You listen, now some of you guys will get mad, but it is what it is. You need a set amount that I think the two of you, not a court, the two of you should be able to come up with, in my opinion. The two of you should be able to come up with it. My question for her is, has he always been or whoever situation now, if he has proven to be an upstanding guy and it just don't work, it doesn't work. He's a family guy. He takes care of the family. You all should work on that on your own. And a lot of times, sometimes we let our bitterness and we give it to the man and let him decide for us. However, I understand how some of you don't get it. You got people who go to court and they get $50 or $75. I think that's dumb. That's you stressing out over that. I think I would even, if I was a woman, I wouldn't even go through that. That's just me. For $75, I'm being real.
Right.
You wasting your time and stressing yourself going back and forth to court for $75 damn dollars. I would just move on and figure that out. You can figure out how to get $75. But that's just how I feel. But you about to go to court. You're married. They're going to ask you if you want that anyway. So if he is set on this no set amount, and if he is set on only when they need something, then you have to do what you got to do.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
I think that a lot of people, And just from reading her letter, it seems like she's sensitive to the child support issues that we have. I
Yeah.
mean, she probably doesn't want to see him caught up in the court system. But what stuck out to me was the fact that she said, I can't fight anymore. She went back after they broke up for 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they tried to reconcile
And it didn't work.
and it didn't work. So at that point, you just never know what's mentally going on, because people think that, you know, when you're married, that it's just that situation, it's just cut and dry, but sometimes there's emotional abuse, there's mental abuse,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and people will hold money over your head just to make you suffer.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to leave? So then you get out there and struggle and do what you got to do, since you are so gung ho on leaving, and they'll hold that money over your head, and you just trying to survive and move on with life. You want to leave everybody whole in the situation, but you can't, because you caring for your children.
Yeah.
So I don't really see a vindictive person here in this letter that, you know, just wants money or anything like that. I just feel that she's like, I don't want to negotiate with you anymore. I don't want to fight with you anymore. Just send a set amount, and then we'll just deal with it from there.
Now, how many of y'all agree with the set amount? It's you need a set amount. Post up here. We read those comments. 888-409-0931, or you can call in 888-409-0931. We just want to get your take. Everyone has a different point of view. Everyone has someone just said, I have my own situation. It's different. So we want to hear yours.
Steve said, it's comical how you're trying to act like you have your kid's best interest at heart. The truth is, you're only looking out for yourself. Since you know you're going to struggle to provide for your kids when you leave, sign your parental rights over to your husband
Wow.
instead of filing for child support.
Wow.
Don't like that idea, do you? That's because you really don't care about your kids. You just want a check from a man you are choosing to leave. It's like quitting a job and expecting to get
Unemployment.
severance pay.
Yeah, unemployment.
Being a parent is a selfless act, so if you really want your kids not to suffer financially, do the following. First, take out a $5 million life insurance policy on yourself and make the kids the beneficiary. Then cut the brakes on your car, drive 100 miles per hour towards an abandoned building, problem solved.
Steve,
you suck for that.
Steve. Now, I always listen to everybody, so I can get something out of everybody. I understand this part. This is a piece I'm gonna take off the table. It was a part where he says that she wanted to leave, or it was something that stuck out to me, that she wanted to leave and she needed the money, da 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 da.
Well, she said that.
No, what he said, something Steve said at the beginning.
Oh.
Read that part of it at the beginning again.
That she was looking out for herself. That she just wanted a check from a man. It's like quitting a job and expecting severance pay.
Yeah, I get that, but Steve, it is what it is. That's just the way it is. Once you have kids, you gotta look out and take care of them. And there's every man needs to know this. When you get married, there's no guarantee that you will escape child support. Am I right? That y'all will, because you might get a divorce, and if you get a divorce and your child at 18, chances are you're probably going to be in court.
Right.
No, it's not. I don't believe it's fair, but that's the part that we have to pay for being a man.
Come on, y'all.
What?
It's not just that.
It is.
No, you have to. Okay.
It is.
When two people are in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and the relationship doesn't work out,
Mm-hmm.
it had to do with two people.
Correct.
And the kids had to do with two people too.
So
me and
what?
you didn't work out.
Right.
So we still have to take care of these kids.
Correct.
I don't have to be with you.
Correct.
But we have to take care of these kids. And I don't want to have to fight with you every moment, every month
Right.
to
Right.
get done
Right.
what I have to do as
Right.
far as these kids are concerned. And if she gave the marriage a fighting chance, she went back after 5 months.
So I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
But what about me? See, right there.
No, but I'm saying,
what about me? If I agree on all that, but we don't agree on on what I should give you,
then you go to court.
and that's why I said that's the unfortunate part on us being a man. We don't really matter. We don't matter other than to pay and give a check.
No, you
My
do
no, no, no,
matter.
no, no, no. We're arguing over money. I can say that $600 is enough a month. We see it every day. We just got through looking at who is that wife already gets $50,000.
Oh, that was
50,000
That was
and-
rich people problems.
But still,
Rich
people, poor people, it's still whoever makes the most, and that's why I'm so glad women are getting hit with having to pay all this money. I don't feel sorry for no woman who is getting paid fairly and equally, and she should not pay less than what a man has to pay.
Yeah, if
in
you're the
life.
breadwinner,
If
then,
you're the breadwinner, you need to pay up.
Yeah.
I'm a fair person. Now, I don't like it. I feel that a man's a sucker to do that. But the laws say that we all supposed to be fair. So let's be fair with these laws.
Right.
So my point on what I'm saying is I don't disagree with nothing that you said. The only part that I'm standing on is as a man, it doesn't really matter how you feel when you go to court. Your feelings don't matter. The kids automatically go to the woman. I can't. You heard my whole statement from the get-go. I can't stand when a man don't take care of his kids. But the argument comes on it. Do you say 700? I may say 650. Now we got to go to court because we disagreeing here. Well, since and I could have been. I ain't talking about Ray and them who don't take care of their kids. I'm not talking about them. I'm arguing for the men who do what they do, but yet it's not still respected. It's like, yeah, we going to court because I'm the woman and this is what I say I need, even though it's a ridiculous amount. And I know that you were making this amount while we were together. I still want more money, and yeah.
Well,
I ain't even talking about hers.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in general.
yeah, from the letter, it seems like she doesn't want to take him to court, but she needs help with these kids.
And he should not be talking about, I don't need to give you a set amount.
Right.
That's stupid.
You're asking to
And-
be drugged into court.
In that situation, he drug himself in court because
Right.
that's stupid not to have a set amount. You don't need a judge to tell you. That's common sense that you need a set amount for child support. Why do you need a set amount for child support? Because the light bills stay the same,
Right.
the gas bills stay the same,
Word.
rent stay the same, and I know what you're going to argue with on here. You're going to say, well, she would have had the place anyway. It doesn't matter. Y'all got kids, and as a man, you should always want your family, your kids, because I believe you're still family whether you're divorced or not.
Absolutely.
Because them are your kids.
Absolutely.
You should want to make sure that your kids are just good. That's just what you should do.
Yeah. It's what you should do, but it's not what all people.
That's right. You're
And
right.
I think women get the bad rap for being bitter in breakups, but the fact is that men are bitter too. You have
Yes,
bitter men
you do.
who want to see you suffer and
Yep.
want to see you grovel to them for money.
Right.
When
And-
all you're really doing is trying to take care of the people that look just like him.
Just like him.
Right. So it's like you're being bitter and you want to see me beg you for money.
Right.
Let's just take it to court. Then we don't have to have that part. You can just pick up your kids and, do all the things that you want to do, spend your time with your children, and we don't even have to deal with money anymore. That's
Right.
off the table.
Right. Hey, let's get a call real quick. Sam Silk Show.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We waiting on you.
Oh, okay.
Waiting
Yes,
on you.
I'm calling in about the topic today.
Help her. What do you think this woman should do?
Well, I think she's already made up her mind what she wants to do. She says she wants to move. She wants to break up. She doesn't want to be married anymore.
I don't think she need to convince. I mean, I think she should just do what she's going to do. And let me ask you this: don't you agree that you need a set amount when it comes to taking care of children? Yes or no?
I believe yes that there should be a set amount. Now, can I add a little addendum to that?
Please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, there should be a set amount, but we all know that every month is not the same. Things happen. You got 2 kids, they're growing, things happen, graduation, whatever, so you're going to have different things that come about, their birthdays or whatever, that might be different from month to month. So, yes, you should have the standard amount, but, should a situation arise that you need something because, something came up that wasn't planned, then, you got to be flexible with kids.
Most parents should be able to come together.
Well, here's what, when people are talking about, child support, it's like the parent that's outside that's paying the child support, it's like that's the only income that we're concerned with. Like we talk about, okay, he's got to pay $700 a month, and that's not fair, or $800 a month, that's not fair. But the parent that actually has the child, you can't really count their money, that they're taking care of the child daily and all the expenses of the house. You cannot just tease out how much they're paying toward the upkeep of that child. So you can't count the parent that's taking care of the child money like that. It can't be that easily, teased out. So $700 from the outside might look like a lot, but if I'm here paying mortgage and I'm here paying,
I got
all that. I mean, you can't. I'm paying way more than $700.
But hold on. If I was making $30,000 when we were married, okay, and you were making your $30,000,
okay,
and I'm so glad, and even President Obama jumped in and helped get this passed in Illinois. They do it in Georgia. It's unfair to say that the person that has the child income does not count. In those states, both parents' income does count because that's it's called child support. You have to count your money because that's your baby too. That's our baby. So my money and your money, we got to look at our child. I think it's unfair to say, well, you can't count what I make because the kids are with me all the time.
No, I'm from Ohio. I'm in Ohio, and I've been on both sides of child support. So I know that they consider both parents' income.
They do that in Ohio? They do that in Ohio too?
They do that in Ohio, how much it takes to take care of that child. So they assign you a percent. So the caregiver might have,
less
40%
right?
or 60% or whatever. Then the other parent has, 40%. So they do that here as well. So that is taken into consideration, and how much the parent makes. So as a nurse, I know that I have had to not get probably as much as somebody else might have been getting because the outside parent was not making as much. So and that's okay. My thing is sometimes the breakdown is not, when they do the math, it might be excessive. I have seen it in some cases where it is very excessive.
And then you got somebody giving $50 a month, and then come on.
And that's always been my experience. I always used to think that my kid's father knew somebody down there, like because he was getting all kind of breaks. But anyway, it's like really. But then I would hear somebody else, like paying like astronomical, amount. But so here's what: if you have that type of relationship, and this has a lot to do with the man, because it sounds like to me, in this case, whoever initiated the breakup shouldn't have anything to do with the kid, how much you plan on paying for the kid. Just him saying that, like, well, since you initiated the breakup, you know what I mean? It's like, why are you throwing that in there? Like, I mean, it's almost
they ain't got nothing to do with us.
It has nothing to do with us. So what you're saying is, if I stay, you'll take care of the kids. I mean, that's like, what are you using the kids for ransom? It's like that's kind of bad. But
and I think that she was willing to do the set amount before court. That's just me interpreting the letter.
Right.
Is she sounds like, well, look, can we just do this amount and I'm good? And he was like, well, I don't need to do a set amount.
You don't want to
Because
leave.
the reason why I say that is because why did that come up?
Right.
Right.
Does that make, yeah, okay.
But if he sounds like, but now, see, he's the one that you really need to go get it in stone now, because he's letting you know that if we come up with a set amount, since you're the one who initiated it, he's going to constantly make her pay for that. So, you know, she going to have a struggle every month trying to get that money, you know, and that's where some people make it bad for themselves and, you know, make people have to take them to the system, because if you had to just agree to it, it's probably going to be way less than what the system's going to make you pay. So what you need to do is go ahead and give that lady whatever it is she's asking for, because it's probably not anything. Her math is probably a whole lot more generous than the system's math. But sometimes
Well, you
what
never
people
know.
do,
You never know.
well, you never know, but I can guarantee you, because I, again, have had the experience of being forced, you know, to have to, you know, bring people into business. You know, and it's like I would rather not, but if I got to fight with you every, you know, month, every pay, then yes, let me go down here and let's get it official.
Appreciate
you know,
it.
But
Right. Hey, let me get some more calls on. Thank you so much for your
Okay.
perspective. I really appreciate it.
all right, thanks.
All right. Sam Silk Show, hello.
Hey,
Hey, speak
good
on it.
afternoon. This is Miss K.
All right, Miss
Yeah.
K.
Now, you know they got to pay child support. You know, you can be gracious and don't ask for child support, but the divorce court is going to ask.
Yeah, the divorce court is going to ask that question.
Yeah, you know, they're going to find out how long she's been married, you know, and then they're going to go from there. I think my girlfriend, she got $18,000, you know, just because her kids was grown. You know, my mama in 1953 got $10 a week. You know what I'm saying? You know, but they got to pay child support now. That's a must.
All right, Miss K. Thanks a lot. Sam Silk Show, hello.
Hi, I want to comment.
Tell this woman, what do you think she should do here?
Well, personally, I agree with you on the courts. I don't like the courts either. And if they can work something out throughout the courts, that'd be great. If not, then she have no choice but to go to the court.
Yeah.
Because I did not agree with him saying if they need something,
Right.
I'll help. That's wrong.
Yo,
You need
kid.
to help every day, not just when they need something, whether y'all together or not.
And then let's stop it. Your kid needs something right now, I bet. Go look at their shoes. And
Exactly.
You could have bought some last week.
Right, exactly. They can, a pair of drawers, a pair of socks, anything.
And then look, outside of the, let's say, I just want to help everybody. I just want to be logical. Can I be logical?
Yes.
Let's say you give your child mother $400 a month, right? Y'all agree. Y'all two agree, right?
Okay.
Right.
And then there's a special thing that comes up at school, right? And then she gives you a phone call, and you know who you had a baby with.
Right.
And then she gives you a phone call, you know, hey, Reggie needs something for the baseball team. Well, I gave you $400. Well, you did give her $400. But the $400, did you include Reggie's baseball bat and his gloves?
Right.
Then you all should be able to compromise. And you should feel proud that it's something that's come up that makes sense for
That
your
she's even
child.
calling and say, hey, I need a couple of extra dollars for something
Yeah,
very
can we
special.
right. And then you got graduations that come up. Okay? You have different
Book fees, all types of stuff.
things come up. And
Right.
again, this is if we're sitting down as two individuals without the court system
Right.
and working this out to take care of the beautiful person that we made together, even though it didn't work out with us.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But I know it ain't like that in everybody's life.
That's right.
Right. And then that's just, be honest, that's just sad because, you know,
Yeah.
like me, my son's father don't pay child support, but guess what? Hey, he needs some shoes. Hey, he needs some diapers. Okay, I'm coming. Even with my daughter, hey, she needs, her father pays child support, but he still gives extra money if she needs it without a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, we hope everybody could, we wish everybody could do that. But with them saying you don't need a set amount, I think that they should be able to come up with a set amount. And
I agree.
And I think the only reason that she mentioned the court, because they're going to mention this in divorce court. They're going to ask her anyway.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why she brought the court part up about it is because he didn't want to do a set amount.
Right. And she knows who she married. She knows
That's
the
right.
type of man he is, so that's why she brought it up.
Yep.
All right. Hey, we appreciate you listening to the show and giving your take for this sister, all right?
No problem. Have a good day.
You too. All right, yeah. You know what? I love how it gets so intense sometimes when we talk about child support because everybody is so passionate.
Because we've all experienced, a lot of us have experienced
We get charged up, don't we?
child support situations.
Because you're going to, here's the thing, you're going to tell and give how you feel based upon what you have been through and the type of man or woman you have dealt with.
That's right.
Am I being 100?
100. For sure.
Oh, boy.
And from this letter, file girl, because he ain't going to do right.
All right, keep your comments going. Keep your comments going right here on the Facebook page, and feel free to share the video. The Sam Silk Show, right here. Holla back.
Ain't nobody high.